Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you as always for joining me. So today's video is going to be a fun video, but a little bit different. We are actually going to go exhaust shopping for the Audi R8. Now, I've talked about it multiple times, but the one thing that the Audi needs is definitely a new exhaust. One thing I wanted to say is I actually shopped around for having the exhaust installed. Now, I really want to install it myself. It's something I'm still debating whether I'm going to do or not. I do a lot of things myself. I build a lot of things. I'm not mechanically, I'm not a great mechanic. I don't know exactly how I can say that. I'm a decent mechanic. I know how to do some things. I would definitely say that the exhaust is much harder on the Audi R8 than the typical vehicle. So I am debating whether I'm going to do that or not, but $2,000 is so far the first bid that I've received from a local Audi dealership. They want 12 hours. Now I've searched the forums and that is ridiculous. It's crazy. So we got to figure out a route of how we're going to deal with having the exhaust installed. I don't want to take it to just, I'm sure there's a ton of muffler shops that would be able to do the work. I just have to be very careful. I mean, this is a special car. It's a lot more expensive than your typical car, so I have to, keep all those considerations, there. So we'll see, but we are gonna jump on the internet and we're gonna look at several different exhausts. I've done a ton of research so far. I have, I think, 6 or 7 maybe exhausts that we're gonna look at. We're gonna look at pricing. It does get crazy expensive for some of the prices. Now remember, my Billy Boat exhaust was one of the more expensive exhausts that the Corvette had. Usually $1,500 to $2,000. Mine was right under $2,000 for the valve system. It is a very nice exhaust. You're gonna see that I think the cheapest models are already more expensive than that. So it is crazy the kind of gouging factor that happens, and a lot of the exhausts are titanium, which is different than just stainless steel. But it's crazy the gouge factor and the expense that you have to go through when you have a car like this. It really does come with the territory. But let's go ahead and jump on in, and we'll go from there.
Alrighty, everybody. So we are actually now on the computer, and we're going to take a look at some of the options we have for the Audi R8 as far as exhaust go. So the first one I'm actually going to take a look at is the AWE tuning straight pipe. So AWE, oh. And so here it is, and it's only $1,500 here. I don't know, that seems actually really cheap. I don't know if that's the full system. Frame kit for the S-Tronic, which we have the R-Tronic. Oh, this is 14 to 15. Okay, hold on, let's go back. Let's do 2008. Okay, I bet this is what we need. Yep. So if any of you guys are familiar, this is actually what the Stradman put on his Audi R8. Sounds amazing. It is very loud. From what I've read, I mean, this is a pure straight pipe design. It gets rid of any of the cats that are in the original. There's a huge difference right here between the old. Now it saves you a lot of weight, 50 pounds in fact, which is crazy for just an exhaust weight savings. They say power gains of 25 horsepower, 28 pound-feet of torque. Let's see here. Now I know they have, I'm reading down here, they have a switch path exhaust system. I think it's quite a bit more. So this has no ability to change the exhaust note. My Corvette, as most of you guys know, actually had a little button where I could close off the straight open valves and kind of make it a catted system, or I could open it almost to a pure straight pipe design. I really liked that. Got rid of any of the drone I had, and then I could quiet it down when it didn't need to be as loud if I was coming through the neighborhood. But for the most part, I think I always kept it open. So $2,400, that's actually quite a bit more. It's another $600 more than my nice Billy Boat system, but we're getting into a completely different territory. Let's also take a look at, this is a nice design. I think Eurowise makes, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Audi R8 exhaust V8. Okay, maybe I should put 2008 as well. Looks like there's a bunch of options. Vivid Racing. Yeah, so here is another straight pipe option, 100% bolt-on, which is what we want. Looks like a nice exhaust system. Now for any of you guys that are not familiar, let's take a look at R8 stock. I'll show you guys a picture of what the standard, that is what the standard exhaust looks on my Audi R8 right now. And that's what we're going to go to. So you can see the huge weight savings. You know, not that you need any more space back there. It's not really just going to be, you know, extra open space. But you're getting rid of a lot of bulk and a lot of the stuff that is going to quiet down that exhaust. Hence why my current exhaust setup is so quiet. So 2200, that's not bad at all. Now I know my biggest thing is I want a really nice exhaust, but boy, they get expensive. So let's check out, I like Miltech. Oh. There we go. 2008. It's a 5.2 liter. Here we go. So these have all been about low 2000, 2500, right in there, which has been kind of expected. Yeah, see, there's a picture of the old ridiculous versus the new. Boy, that looks so much better. Funny thing is, it's all covered, so you don't ever see any of this, but you kind of know in the back of your mind. I mean, you got your full rear panel on there that covers everything. Okay, so let's go back here. Now, the next one we're going to take a look at is the To Be Remore. I think that's how you spell it. That may not, actually, I don't think that's right. Yes, it's a U. Here we go. Tag Motorsports, they have one. Yeah, so now we're getting into a newer price point, $42.99. Trying to figure out if it's a non-valve exhaust system. So my current setup is actually a valved. It just kind of works on its own. I don't have a key or a fob or anything to turn on and off the exhaust, but it kind of just has it implemented whether the vacuum line is working or not. This looks like a nice system. I've heard some really good things about Miltech. I know they make some really nice stuff. So let's go back here. So that's an option. Let's see here. Yeah, Eisenman exhaust Audi R8 V8 2008. Lots of 8s. Now, guys, half the reason I'm doing this is I kind of want to get your guys' input. Oh, geez. Sound level. We want race. No, I don't need that. Boy, $7,000. So what is the tips? Oop. The tips are $1,500. Sure, they're nice, but dang, that is expensive. Yeah, see, when you know, it's understandable. You get into this realm of cars, you are going to have a much, you know, higher price point for a lot of these items. But boy, that is expensive. Okay, let's check out. Let's go back here. Let's check out Fab Speed. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that name. Yeah, I'm trying to find something that, if I can keep my valve lines, which is my vacuum lines going, so the valves will work, that is great. If not, it's not the end of the world. You can close those off and it'll always be loud. So $44.95, that's not bad. And this looks like a Valvetronic system. This could be a good option. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this comes with the keys. So they're making how much? Making 9 more wheel horsepower and 12 pound-feet of torque. Pretty nominal. Saves you 38 pounds though, so that's nice. I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, Yeah, so here's the valves. If any of you guys are familiar, it's just like a butterfly valve. It's what was in my old C6 Billy Boat exhaust valve. Looks like they were really happy. Yeah, there's so much more possible out of this exhaust system. So the last one we're going to take a look at here is the Army Tricks R8 V8 exhaust. Now I know these are very expensive as well. Here we go. Yeah, $6,800. Whew. I'm actually shocked though. The Eisenman was by far the most expensive. That was with the tips $8,500 for an exhaust. People buy almost new cars at that price point. This is just an exhaust. It is a little ridiculous at times. Boy, this is a nice exhaust though. I know there's a Audi R8 owner YouTube. I think it's like Bros for Speed. Kind of funny. Another two brothers. They each have I think one has a GTR and one has an Audi R8. And or I don't think, I know. And they actually each bought these Army Tricks systems for their vehicles, and I think they've been really happy. Well, guys, I hope this gives you guys a good idea of exactly, what I'm looking at. Please drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If any of you guys have any, ability to have heard these different types of exhaust on an Audi R8, please let me know because I am very, very interested. Definitely looking for an exhaust as soon as possible. Now that I've joined this car club, I know there are some other Audi R8 owners, and I'm hoping to meet even more through these clubs. I'd like to hear some in person. One of the biggest mistakes I read on the forums is people buy one off of other people's opinions, and then they're not happy with the sound, where they could have, listened, done a little more research, and then picked the perfect exhaust for them. Because sound is an opinion. Some people think certain things sound amazing, and another person thinks, it's so-so. I like this better, and so forth. So I definitely want to pick, because I'm going to be obviously driving the vehicle, pick what sounds, in my opinion, the best for me. But let me know what you guys think. If you have heard good things about a certain exhaust. I know Army Tricks, again, is a very highly rated company that makes some really nice exhausts. So, again, going to keep looking and keep you guys informed. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed seeing all these awesome exhausts. Subscribe if you're not already part of the family, and I will see you guys next video. Take care.